Al Gore was overjoyed recently to claim even more proof of global warming. A giant crack cut Greenland in half last week, and the wayward island drifted for thousands of miles until it crashed into the former Soviet Union. Russia's new president, Dmitry Medvedev, immediately claimed the new land, stating, "The entire country now belongs to us, including its famous baby seal sausage and fur coat industries." Greenland's government, meanwhile, issued emergency life jackets to all of its citizens.
I like your German accent, Bob. After a short break, we'll start with the national news and our first story about the controversial new commercial with President hopeful John McCain. Stay tuned.
On the brink of death, ready to kick the bucket, bored with the usual coffin or cremation options, why settle for a boring urn your grandkid will probably knock over with his lightsaber when you can become a genuine mummy? That's right! Why rot in the dirt when you can rot in 2 tons of cotton gauze and scare the bejesus out of everyone who sees you? Have your family set you up in the living room with your arms outstretched. You'll be the talk of every party they have. They can set you out on the lawn at Halloween and scare the neighbors. Imagine the fun and excitement. Call Mummytown today for this amazing offer. We'll wrap you up for eternity for only $999 in your choice of 3 exciting colors: ghastly gray, beastly black, or run over drop dead red. And if you call today, we'll spray you with moth repellent absolutely free. That's right, call today. 1-800-TIE-ME-UP. Makes a great birthday gift for Grandpa.
Hey, Bob, looks like you're getting some gray.
You know what? Stop calling me Bob. It's a birthmark.
I'm sure it is. Welcome back to Weekly World Now with Alexa Perkins and Bob Fuller.
We now turn our attention to the race for the 2008 presidential bid. Barack Obama was the victim of identity theft when he opened his visa bill and discovered charges for several $1,000s worth of nerve gas, bomb components, and Scud missiles. The bill even included a substantial donation to Barack's presidential campaign. The FBI was able to trace the charges to Osama bin Laden, who did not contest the claims. When asked about the mix-up, Visa's representative claimed, "Osama Obama, you try to keep them straight."
So Obama used Osama's credit card to make a donation for himself, and he was charged for it? That's pretty clever. Our next story might be offensive for some viewers, especially those who claim that wakeboarding is torture. You may want to turn away.
You mean waterboarding?
Yes, waterboarding. Human rights advocates have criticized Senator McCain for his appearance in the latest Mountain Dew commercial. An ACLU spokesman said he's promoting the absurd idea that waterboarding is a party activity. This scene's jumped from young men doing skateboard tricks and bungee jumping to Senator McCain undergoing waterboarding torture as he intravenously enjoys an ice-cold Mountain Dew. Initial feedback on the commercial has been positive. One teenager remarked, "For an old dude, he can really take it."
I can't wait to see that commercial.
Actually, Bob, an intravenous Mountain Dew sounds really good right now.
The FDA has just released the results of a 12-month study with the San Francisco water supply. After doping the water with antidepressants for the past year, officials are reporting that crime is down 20%. To help spur the economy, the FDA is also considering adding speed during the Christmas shopping season. Our correspondent from the FDA, John Drewberry, is here to help us make sense of this. Good to have you on the show, John.
Good to be here, Bob. Alexa?
So tell us, John, what implications does this study have for us? In the future, can we use tap water for our fish, or will they die because of all that's in the water?
That's an interesting question. Let me assure you that your fish will be fine. In a moment, we'll show both of you how harmless it really is.
Well, John, I have to admit that I'm very excited about this. One question I'm sure everyone will ask is about prescriptions. Will Americans need a prescription for tap water?
I'm glad you asked that because the new law has already been approved. I mean, will be approved in the next couple of days. The president is expected to sign a bill which will nullify certain drug regulations. The target drugs will be determined by the cities participating in the program. Remember, the government knows what's best for its citizens. Now let's do our little experiment. I brought two water samples. The first one is regular tap water. The first one is regular water, and this one is enhanced with 5 different drugs.
Enhanced? I like the sound of that. Like it's really safe and healthy.
I'm glad you see it that way, Alexa. We do too. Why don't you try them and see if you can tell the difference?
Wow, they taste exactly the same. Maybe there's a slight color difference in the enhanced one, but I would never notice it if I wasn't normally. If it wasn't normal.
So these 2 glasses of water are different? This one is enhanced with safe and beneficial chemicals, and this one isn't. I would have never guessed.
There's absolutely nothing to be worried about. To be honest, I'm surprised we haven't done this sooner.
Well, I guess the last question is about funding. Who's going to pay for this?
Let me assure you, Robert, that the pharmaceutical industry has had no influence on the program. There has been some criticism because the director of the program was a former board member of the major pharmaceutical company, but he has assured us that the industry has had no influence on the program.
I didn't say anything about the pharmaceutical industry.
Of course. Well, to answer your question, it will require only a small increase in your monthly water bill. It should be pretty transparent to the public.
Well, thanks for coming in to explain this to us, John. Keep us informed.
It's good to be here again, Robert.
We'll pause now for a short commercial break from our sponsors.
Can't pay your bills? Car repossessed? About to lose your house? Stop worrying. You don't have to live out on the street yet. Make the smart move. Sell your spare body parts for cash. That's right. Call today. We'll swap out your kidney for $1,000 in cold hard cash. There's no catch. Why walk around with 2 perfectly good kidneys when you only need 1 to survive? Why keep next month's mortgage payment lying around useless in your abdomen? And if you need more than $1,000, no problem. We've got buyers for all your spare body parts. Arms, legs, ears, eyes, even your tongue. How many kneecaps do you really need to get by? Cash out now. Your body can be a human ATM. Call now for our May special on lungs. $1,500 for each non-smoking lung and $50 for smokers' lungs. Call around. Our payouts can't be beat. And you're in good hands at Fast Freddy's. You'll receive top-notch service from our qualified parts removal specialists. Both my brother Floyd and I are former body shop mechanics with our own specialized tools. And don't worry about paying. You'll receive unlimited shots of Thunderbird until you pass out. By the time you wake up, you'll be $1,000 richer and hitting the horse races in no time. Call Fast Freddy today. Remember, there's gold in them thar bones.
Don't worry, Bob. Lots of people spend Saturday nights alone with their cats.
You know, it's better than waking up Saturday morning hungover, not knowing where my panties are.
You know, no one thinks you're as smart as you do.
Well, that's just a bunch of crock, isn't it? Because everyone knows I'm as smart as I do.
I'm sorry, can we go?
All right.